What's up, everyone, and welcome to another episode brought to you by RONJIE.COM and Jail Transform Story Founders, or GSTFP for short. This is the new show. Today we're gonna be, well, we've already tried to answer the question, is it difficult to transform? And the answer to that question, talking about this robot, this toy, this figure, action figure, answer to that question is a no. This is, of course, Transformers Legacy Prime Universe, Arcee. If you haven't seen the transformation, please take a look at our shorts video. We're not gonna, well, basically this is the spoiler if you haven't seen that yet, but it is difficult to transform, and I will tell you why. I have a lot of issues with this. I think it took me about 17 minutes to transform her in total. I know I just looked at, what's her name, Road Rocket recently, and because that one came in alt mode in its motorcycle mode, I didn't have to transform it back to motorcycle. So this is our first time transforming it without instructions and without remembering how to transform it from robot to alt mode. As I said, it took me 17 minutes earlier, maybe 18 minutes. This one it took me almost 3 minutes to transform it back into robot mode. And there's lots of issues here. I'll start with this thing. So at first, well, I had a hard time popping it in, but fine, it's easy now. The other thing is, this is, to close this, you have to line up the tabs perfectly. So here, you can see there's two pegs. I don't know if you can see that very well. Two pegs there, and then one hole. So on the other half, there's two holes and one peg. And so you have to line that up perfectly to tab them in together. And that's not good design, in my opinion, because there's only one way that it can go together, as opposed to, let's say if there were just 3 tabs on one side and 3 holes on the other side, all equally spaced, then excuse me, there's a 33% chance you'll get it right. But in this case, I didn't even know the pattern yet. So if I lined up this tab, this peg, with the wrong hole, then it just won't pop in. So that's a problem. But maybe you could say it's a minor thing, but I think that's not good design. So let me try to pop it in properly. There you go. So yeah, otherwise it turns out okay. Doesn't spin very well, but it does spin. Not bad. The other issue, of course, if you're a Transformers Prime fan, this is not Prime Arcee. It looks like Prime Arcee. It's Prime Arcee-ish, but it's not Prime Arcee. Come on. And look at those shoulders. I mean, they are so low. Something's just not right. I think if they just made, the shoulder line up with, well, the whole shoulder, and then make this just flap, like one of those dresses that women wear, maybe it looks better. Lower the head as well. I didn't realize she has light piping. Let's see if we can see that. Nope, not quite, but anyway, so there's that. And then of course, and the main thing, I guess, is she's a motorcycle. It's not because it's a she, but motorcycle Transformers in general gives me a headache. I dislike them. If you've been watching the channel, you know that I dislike them. I'll try to transform it now, because now I know how to transform it. So the thing is, yeah, I don't like motorcycles. The thing is, there's lots of clues, that tell you how to transform it. So for example, this heel has a tab right there, and there's a hole right there, so those go together. One of the mistakes you can make when trying to transform this fembot is trying to connect these two right away, and then really from there you're going to be stuck. The other clue is in here. So you can see that is actually the thigh, and that is actually the shoulder. So that's what we want to do. Thigh over shoulder. And the other problem with this is it's parts formery. So there's this part. This one actually also comes off, but this one doesn't have to come off. It's just easier that it comes off. I guess it had to be a different part because it has translucent plastic. I'm just gonna pop it back in. I hope I can do that. There you go. So and then there you go. And then there's this part here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 hinges in a row. Well, one is a swivel. That's gonna be a problem. So I was saying, one of the mistakes you will make if you're trying to transform this robot without instructions is, you know, connecting the feet together right away. I mean, in this case, the wheels forming that, because what you want to do, yeah, now I've forgotten how to do it. So definitely the arms are going to go down, and then it's gonna go, oh, actually, there you go. This is how to do it. So all the way down, and then flat right here, and then of course, and the forearms have tabs. They tab together. The forearms also slide over the fist a little bit. So you see, did you see that? So you pull it like that. Okay, there you go. So and that's important too. So there's that. There's the back of the motorcycle, like part of the seat, and now you have, you know, if you imagine it like this, it has to be like this. Her face is facing downwards. Her feet, actually, yeah. I forgot now if you have to. Okay, you have to spin it. So there's a swivel joint there. Spin it. Then you are going to make this go all. Her knees, the back of her knees are basically going over her shoulders. There you go. So difficult, man. It just looks so contorted. I mean, to me, I guess it's still a transformer. I was gonna say this is not a transformer. This is not how transformers transform, but okay, well, it's a new dimension, a new era of transformation, so it is what it is. But anyway, so there you go, more or less. Maybe there's a perfect positioning to all this that I haven't yet figured out. One of the things you have to do, by the way, is also spin this one. And to spin that more easily, just remove that first and then spin it. Oh, I forgot a step. I forgot to tuck the toes in under the heel. Well, it doesn't look like a toe or heel anymore, but if you're paying attention, you would know what I mean. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Now we're just going to extend this one, and then we're gonna pop this one down. That's how it's gonna look like. We're of course gonna connect this one. There's a stand, you know, motorcycle bike stand thingy, and then last but not least, you know, you just pop it out just to make it easier, but you pop this on, and then this is an L or T-shaped tab. There's your L or T-shaped hole. That's where it will go. So yeah, I mean, how much time is that? Half the time, maybe, less than half the time to figure it out, because now I know how to transform it. But I mean, otherwise, that's a really nice, fine and dandy alt mode. I think I'll end it here, you know, because yeah, I mean, I've given my review. I mean, it's actually not a bad motorcycle mode. Hides Arcee's head. There's space for a driver here, and then this can spin so that it can park properly. There you go. So yeah, it looks very nice. This is one of those where, again, they made compromises. They made the alt mode as nice as it looks, as it can look. There's compromises when it comes to the robot mode, I think, and people know that. You all know that if you've seen this toy before. Whoops, sorry about that. Lost space on my phone camera. But yeah, let's just end it here. Again, nice alt mode. Robot mode, not that great. I think I'll keep her in this mode. I think they made this really only for Road Rocket. But anyway, that is it for this episode. Once again, this episode is brought to you by RONJIE.COM and Garage Sale Transformers with Finers, or GSTF2 for short. This is the new show. This is the show where we try to answer the question, is it difficult to transform? And today the answer to that question is a no, is a yes, actually, sorry. Talking about Transformers Legacy, Prime Universe, Arcee, Deluxe Class. Yeah, it's difficult to transform if, you know, anyway, it took me more than 10 minutes. But yeah, that is it for this episode. We hope you liked this episode. And if you did, don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. Also, please follow us on social media channels. We're on Patreon, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. last but not least, please share this video with your friends, your family, your loved ones, and everybody you know, including your enemies, because they might start to like you again, as Alphonsus Prime would always say. And give me a second. Oh man, this is gonna be tough. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, and popping these off from each other, a little bit of a trouble. Ah. Oh man. Here we go. Here we go again. Okay. Yeah. And ooh, sound wave mode. Until next time, Autobots, rev up and roll out.